Hello guys. Welcome in. Welcome to my channel. This is a place where we can be ourselves and get to know more about ourselves and one another. Today, I really wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind lately for a while, and it is very important to me because I really feel like this is something that I need to discuss today. So, I really wanted to talk about vulnerability and essentially what it means to me per se, because this is something that I have had to work on while I have been on this journey of self love, self discovery, getting to know more about myself, the world, and my life. And I'm going to be honest with you, literally, like, I used to really struggle with opening up and being vulnerable because I was afraid of how other people would interpret how I feel, how they would take how I feel and twist it around, or I was afraid of how people would just take my feelings, and I was unsure if they would take it well or not, because I have always been the type of person who really didn't like to hurt other people's feelings. I used to just keep how I felt to myself, really deep down inside, until it like bottled up most of the time. And there were times when I did say how I felt, but not really always. And when I did eventually say how I truly felt, it would be like literally too late, because all of the feelings that I had like held inside that were bottled up just explode. And that can create an environment that's not really healthy when it comes to expressing yourself and being vulnerable to others. And it can just create chaos at times when you're not really being able to express yourself fully enough to say it the first time around, instead of just letting all your feelings bottle up and bottle up and bottle up until you explode. And it's not really good to let our feelings fester in that way, because all it does is it shows us and it shows our body that we are not important enough to really say how we feel. And it doesn't give our body room to truly release these feelings, these emotions, because truly emotions is really energy in motion. And we have to always feel these feelings inside us and release them as well, to always keep our energy moving in our bodies, so that way we can stay healthy inside. And I have realized on this journey that it is so very important to work on being vulnerable with myself, even first and foremost, because it truly starts with you. And I had to learn this, that it really starts with me, and I had to learn how to be vulnerable about my wants, my needs, my desires, my true feelings about everything. I had to really dive deep and get clear and look within and just feel everything I needed to feel, no matter how hard it was or how easy, and really get honest with myself. Because if you can't even be vulnerable with yourself enough, how can you expect others to be vulnerable with you? I want you to think about that for a moment, because the way we treat ourselves in the inside is really how the world is going to reflect back out to us. And this is why it all starts from within, cultivating everything we need from the inside out to create a better, healthier environment for ourselves and for our life. So that way things are a little bit easier. There will still be challenges, of course, because it's just part of life, but we are able to deal with these challenges and have a better, higher perspective when we are able to truly be honest and cultivate everything we need within and not depend on anything outside of us to cultivate it for us, because that's really not how it's supposed to be. Everything we need is truly inside of us. We are our own being, and we have everything we need within always. We have to truly rely on ourselves and rely on the creator within us all, because within us is truly everything we could need, want, and desire. And we truly just have to realize this. And once we are able to realize this, the game changes, my friends. And even me coming on here, like really being upfront and honest, being transparent and vulnerable about my past and about the journey I have been on lately. It truly takes courage for me to come on here and do this. But I know that this is something that I have to do because I have this feeling in my heart that I know deep down I need to listen to always. And for being vulnerable about everything in my life has really helped me see things clearly, see things differently. Even if I didn't want to see at times, I still saw, because it helped me become a stronger, wiser, more open-hearted person than I was before. And when you are able to have vulnerability, and instead of like shying away and hiding your feelings and keeping them in and not truly expressing yourself or to others or to the world, when you are able to truly be vulnerable, you become free. You are so much freer than you have ever been in your life, because you are able to embrace this aspect of you. Because every part of you just truly wants to be safe and seen and safe enough to fully be yourself, to be the true you. And in order to be the true you, you have to be able to embrace and accept and express in ways you have never really truly done before. But that is all going to help you out in the long run and make you feel better and secure in the inside. And when you are able to be vulnerable, you are being courageous, you're being brave, because it takes bravery to show this side of you always. And I believe that the world could use more vulnerability, because a lot of humans are truly afraid of being themselves, of being vulnerable, because they think it's a sign of weakness, when in all actuality, it is truly a sign of strength. And I want to say that again. Being vulnerable isn't a sign of weakness, my friends. It is truly a sign of strength. Whatever the world taught you about vulnerability, or your family, your friends, whoever, whatever, is truly not the best way if they taught you that it was a sign of weakness, because it is not. I am here to tell you today that it is truly okay to be vulnerable, because you have to be true to you. The real you inside deserves that and more. You deserve to be vulnerable with yourself first and foremost, because you truly matter in this world and you matter to yourself. And when we are able to be vulnerable with ourselves, others are truly able to be vulnerable with us as well, because we are able to create a safe space for us and each other to truly be able to have a real authentic relationship, whether it's romantic, platonic, whatever. But it creates real growth. It creates a real sense of trust, openness, and safety, and just truly being authentic with one another. And I have always wanted to have vulnerable relationships, in a way, like being able to truly talk with someone on a deep level and have them open up to me, and I open up to them in that way, to where we both are able to fully express ourselves in a way where we both feel seen enough to be ourselves and to be authentic, to truly not pretend to be someone that we're not, because we don't feel safe enough to be the real us. And we are moving into a time today where vulnerability is going to be more important than ever, because it is truly a part of each and every single one of us. And it is a part of living our life with our heart open. And of course, there are always ways to truly use our discernment. in this moment when we are living our life with our heart open and having vulnerability. And in those times, you know, we know what to do to set boundaries, clear boundaries on what we will and will not accept, what we will and will not tolerate, and so on and so forth. But in order for us to truly love the life we're living, we really have to be true to us always and truly open up from the inside out to be safe in our body and to truly express whatever comes from us so that we are able to be ourselves, so that we are able to feel everything we need to feel in this moment and not bypass any of it any longer. And like I said, like vulnerability is sometimes, very touchy, but it is really how we are able to build deep bonds with ourselves and with each other. And we are moving into a time where it is going to be able than ever before to be able to build bonds with ourselves on a deep level and with other people who are able to meet us where we are. And to be able to have a world full of more unity, peace, and inspiration, love, joy, compassion, and just better all more teamwork, more partnerships throughout life that are actually very healthy, that are not really codependent on anything because we are truly dependent on ourselves, because we have cultivated everything we need in the inside, because we are everything we need in the inside. And I truly just wanted to come on here and just talk about it for a little bit because I really don't really have no one to talk to, and that's okay because as I have been on this journey, a lot of people have left out of my life, or I had to truly walk away from people in my life. And so I just like have to have a way to like get how I feel out there in some way, shape, or form to the world, because I truly feel that someone out there could use this in whatever way they need to help them in their life as well, to help them on their own journey. And I am truly just a reflection of the part of you who knows deep down the truth of it all, of the part of you that is free, truly free to be themselves. And you are worthy of being that part of you and so much more, of being the true, real you, because you are so important and you have always been. And I truly want you to ask yourself, are you willing to be vulnerable with yourself right here in this moment? Are you really to are you willing to dive deep inside and see everything you need to see, to find everything that's waiting for you to truly discover, that's waiting for you to feel, that's waiting for you to express, that's waiting for you to truly see with your eyes clearly, to be really honest and transparent with yourself enough to say it truly ends with me today, because I want to be the best me I can be. I want to be the real me underneath it all. I don't want to be afraid anymore. I don't want to let anything hold me back anymore from being the me I have always been inside. And I just want to always shine. I want to come back to my childlike state before the world programmed me to think differently, to be someone that I'm not. And this is what it's all about. It's truly finding the real you underneath it all and letting everything else fall away, to truly dig deep within and just learn more about yourself and about your life, to truly open up your heart to everything that is waiting and meant for you, to open up your heart to the life that is waiting for you on the other side, the life that has always been waiting for you to see it, the life that has been waiting for the real you to be it, so that you can achieve it and truly be the creator of your reality, and to co-create your own heaven on earth with source, with God, with the universe, helping you along the way to truly be one again and realize that it has always been within. And I want you to know that it is truly okay. You don't always have to have your guard up. I had to learn this the hard way. But I am grateful for every lesson that I have been through, because it has truly made me to who I am today. So that means something anyway. But yeah, I believe in you and I see you. And if I can be vulnerable about myself and about my life or about my past, or just being vulnerable, putting myself out here to the whole world to see me for who I really am, then I truly believe that you can be vulnerable with yourself too, to live your life how you see fit for your highest good of all, and to go after everything your heart, your soul truly desires, and to just start building the life that is waiting for you to build it, so that you too can start living your own heaven on earth and building it from within, so that it can come out to the world. And with that being said, thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and I truly hope that you are able to be on this journey with me, because you are willing and ready to choose you for eternity. And with that being said, again, I love you so, so very much, and I am so proud of you. Until next time, bye.